What up, y'all? It's Trilly back here with another video on Trilly Talks Tottenham. Boys, I'm defeated. I feel defeated. I feel this is the match review slash reaction to our beloved Tottenham Hotspur crashing out in the FA Cup to Villa. I don't know. I don't even know what words to describe. I'm that type of infuriated where you're calm, but it's only because you're like extremely focused on how to it's like a spite.
Spiteful.
Rage.
Where you're like, oh, I'm about to get real calculated. Concerningly calculated, some might say. Concerningly calculated, or if someone, if someone was to witness the full that's going on upstairs, they may go talk to some people about you, you know? Woo 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 woo. Anyway, how I feel is hopeless. Hopeless. Because it's like, this is the feeling. Okay, you're on a boat, not like the nicest boat, not like woo party time, but you want a concerningly small boat, and you're in the middle of the Atlantic, and you look that way, you go, ooh, I don't see no land over there. That doesn't look good. And then you look that way, no land there. You go, well, maybe. No land back there either. And you're like, well, no, that's right. There wasn't any there. That's why we checked the other. And then you go, oh, storm
Coming.
from all the ways as well. How unfortunate and bad timing for all these things to be happening all together. So over there is Thomas Frank gets sacked, and land is definite positive outcomes. I go, I don't see it. I don't see it that way. And then over here, we have Thomas Frank stays in the job, and I go, ooh, I definitely don't see land over there. Maybe even more than I don't see it over there, but I don't see it still. I'll tell you one thing that I do know for sure is Lange gotta go. Lange has
Got
to
Go.
It was just written out of the Tottenham Spursy handbook. Richie. Also, during a play where if it hadn't happened, he might have been able to get something done. He may have been able to make something happen and change the turn of the game. Pulls up in our box. No, their box. Pause. Like, ball played in, he's running to it, does his hand. You see it, no contact, pulls up instantly. Feel bad for Richie because he had had a nice stretch of staying fit. Gone. Anybody who wanted to sell him, not happening now. Waited too long. And I don't know if the club was actually looking to sell him. Yeah. Dom did get a little playing time at the end. So it's just one comes in, the other one goes. Classic Tottenham. It's infuriating beyond belief, but not as infuriating, or maybe just as infuriating. But what was more infuriating to me personally is how he had us approach the first half. The first half was unacceptable.
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 Unacceptable. Especially in a cup tie at home against an informed Villa. We knew we were going to have to outscore them today. There's no trying to steal a 1-0 win against them. I'm not saying teams can't. I'm saying our team today, no chance. No chance. If we were gonna win, we were gonna have to win like 3-2. That was what 3-4-2. We're gonna have to score goals. The one time we beat Villa in the best 6 times we played them, it was because we got early goals. Getting the early goal today, getting the first goal was so important, and it didn't look in the first half. We were so bad. Villa they barely got into second gear, let alone out of second gear. They were just, I don't know. Kids, there used to be these things called standards. They're still like really nice sports cars that you'll never be able to afford. Still are standards. I'm pretty sure. I would think so. On edge.
I'm a little on edge.
All on edge.
It's definitely a give me the loose, kids. I'll address you in a little bit, but let's talk the game. It was so necessary for us to get the first goal. Oh, standards.
Oh, standards.
Oh, standards.
Yeah. So when you're in second gear, the only thing any standard that's in second gear wants to do is get into third. It's second gear, not a cruising gear. Third gear, nice cruising gear. In terms of speed limits around town when you live. Never mind. I'm not trying to explain. You guys drive on the wrong side of the road.
On the wrong side of the road.
On the wrong side of the road.
Most of you watching me anyway. So I don't even know if you know how real cars work.
America.
Just kidding. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way side of the road to drive on. But there is a right and wrong way to set up this current Spurs side for a cup tie against Villa. And Thomas Frank did the bad one. I had no problem with the lineup or the formation. It's the instruction.
Instruction.
And you can tell because in the second half, we looked more like I was delusionally thinking that, delusionally. That's what I meant to say. Delusionally. I don't know if delusionally is a word.
Is a word?
But it sound right. It feel right in my soul.
In my soul.
You know? Yeah. No problem with the formation or the lineup. The lineup, there wasn't much else he could have done with the exception of Spence for Davies or Porro and Colo for Richie. But let's be honest, I think with how Colo played in the last game, I think we all wanted Richie between the two of them today. Colo had another shocking. He did have a nice finish, even though it didn't count. But it was a nice finish. Javi's finish that didn't count. And they were both offsides. Even though there was no like VAR, they got both of those calls right. Both were unnecessarily offside too. They didn't need to be offside. They didn't.
They didn't.
They didn't.
The first half was just so depressing that like the second half felt really good, but I was already in the like, okay, well, how are we gonna mess this up now mood, which is not a good mood to be in. If you watch any of my videos, I like to think I'm a pretty positive person.
I'm a pretty positive person.
I'm a pretty positive person.
When I go door to door demanding money from people, it's with the Nerf Blicky. It's not with the real Blicky. And it's with a real sword. But I didn't have, or my homie who gave it to me. This is from Japan. This is from Japan. Legit sword made in Japan. Not fake. Nothing fake about it. Just no sharp edge, so I don't accidentally, slice a main artery and bleed out on stream. Or on video. I keep recording. I'm a professional.
I'm a professional.
I show up and do my job. And I only accidentally fall asleep after being up for almost 48 hours.
Almost 48 hours.
And shamelessly sleep past the time I needed to wake up to edit the video I have shot for the preview video for this match. And then shamelessly release it post-match. But I didn't get everything right in that video, so you know I didn't change anything. if I I was Delulu.
I was Delulu.
I was Delulu Lemon. I'm fully back. No longer Delulu. That first half was so unacceptable. Like I said, Villa didn't even get out of second gear and they went up 2-0. And both of the goals, like, don't get me wrong, the finish from Rodgers was really good. Other finish was good too. But it was too easy. They cut right through us. Gray was non-existent today. Is the nicest way to put it. And I know he's still a kid and still learning, developing. I think Archie Gray needed a loan. I mean, we're a mid to low, almost relegation battle team ourselves, but we needed to loan him to one who wasn't, the 9th highest grossing commercial football club in the world.
In the
whole world. Just so he can develop and have these growing pains not in a Spurs shirt. So it doesn't like that's why you loan. Look at how much Conor Gallagher benefited from being at Crystal Palace before Chelsea. Things like that. I know this is going to come out before the transfer videos. I recorded a bunch of transfer videos. Those are still coming. I promise. I ain't lying. That's why I was so tired and been up so long. Those don't have a time limit like these ones, even though I missed the last one. You know what? Like I said, I'm shameless. If I put work into something, I'm going to release it. I don't care if it's late. You can ask all my teachers, until I graduate college around the age, what was it? It was like 9 or something like that. Yeah. They said, you know everything. I said, I don't though. And they go, that's a sign of knowing a lot, is knowing that you don't know anything.
Making me a fist bump.
And they give me a fist bump.
And they gave me a fist bump. They said, "Thank you for attending." Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't go to college, okay? But I did. I did get educated in the class.
At his screech.
I'm phoning him.
Oh.
I'm trying to.
Trying not to feel the way that I feel, but you can't not feel the way that you feel. I can't stand Frank anymore. I just can't stand him. Everything, it just seems, I can respect being calm and level-headed and not like biting at some of the stuff the reporters say, but his responses are just like, if I worked PR for Thomas Frank, I'd be like, almost everything I would tell him not to say is what he says every time. I'd be like, how do you, that's going to infuriate everybody. He called out everybody, like all the fans online, and said, you don't understand. It's a really stressful job. No shite.
No shite.
No shite.
Okay? As you guys would say. Are you kidding me? Oh, being the manager of the ninth highest. That's what I read online. So we're going with it. You can comment down below. Tell me if I'm wrong, if we're not that high. I saw that we were the ninth highest grossing commercial football club. And I know a lot of that has to do with the stadium and concerts and stuff like that. Both of those things can exist. Like, you can focus on football the most and still have all that other stuff. You just need more departments. People who are doing concerts, and maybe this is the way it is. Maybe, I don't know. It should be a completely different department from the football department. And I don't just mean, like, obviously I know Lange ain't booking Beyonce.
Booking Beyonce.
Booking Beyonce.
It seems like he might be distracted with something else, though, because we signed Souza, who we need a left back. So nice. Destiny was also on the bench today, but we haven't signed any attacking players, and now we might even need midfielders more. João Palhinha is class.
Is class.
Is class.
By the way, if there's any positives to walk away from this horrible game, we look good in the first 20 to 15 minutes of the second half. Xavi and Palhinha. Oh, class. I saw people were hating on Porro. Porro, look at this. Porro had our highest rating. He's the man of the match, according to SofaScore. I know that don't mean everything, but he had 5 of 5 ground duels won. He was 5 for 8 on accurate long ball passes, and he had that clearance off the line. That's probably what gave him, the big score. But I thought Porro wasn't as bad as he's been recently today. I don't know why but anyway, those are the ratings, not my ratings. That's SofaScore there. But Xavi, Odegaard looked great too in the second half. All of this is pretty much like Xavi put in a shift the whole game. So did Palhinha. Everybody else came alive in the second half because either the players stopped listening to Frank, or he's like, oh, I guess we can attack now that we're down 2. And we can see the way we conceded that last Morgan Rogers goal. We do that all the time. at the end of the first half, I understand a little more at the end of the game because it's like you're tired. People are leggy and tired then. The end of the first half, though, we consistently give away just not cheap as in like it was unfair, but like cheap as in we didn't make them work for it at all. You can just see it coming. You're just like in transition. It's like we're trying to transition. We turn the ball over. It takes them 3 passes and then find Morgan Rogers and you give him any amount of space in the box. He's going to make you pay
He gonna make you pay.
He gonna make you pay.
every single time. But also, Morgan Rogers. What an actor. Bro, I used to really like Morgan Rogers. I used to not like hate Villa. I hate Villa now.
I hate Villa now.
I hate Villa now.
Hate him. Hate Villa. Hate him. Hate him with a passion now. Passion. I do kind of like John McGinn, but I hate Villa. Hate Villa. The first half just left such a bad taste in my mouth. So bad. Richie being injured, insult to injury, letting up that second goal right before the end of the half. If we don't let in that second goal, that game's so much different. If we come out the way we did, Odegaard gets that goal at like the 54th minute. And for the first 15 to 20 minutes in the second half, it looked like we were going to even it up or maybe even go on top. We definitely, something switched, something changed. Then Frank he subs Tell off, who he didn't look as good as he did in the past couple games, but he did look better in the second half, and he has a couple nice balls into the box, like crossed, like on his one. I remember one specifically on his left foot that was really quality, and he had a really good corner that Danzo just kind of messed the header up a little bit, which I was mad because I predicted him to have a header goal from a set piece, but he blew it. He blew his opportunity today, but Danzo looked good. Besides that, once Tell came off, and then once Odegaard came off as well, which is, I want to say Odegaard was like maybe close to 10 minutes after Tell. After that, it was like Xavi was the only person who looked promising going forward. We had 3 strikers: Scarlett, Colo, and Dom. Yeah, which I don't get that tactic. That doesn't allow any of them to thrive. I know that like Dane technically and Colo technically can play off the left, but I feel like they're both more comfortable in the 9. Yeah, so second half, there was things like it got my hope back, but then, like I said, after 15, 20 minutes, Villa, it was like it almost took them like 15 to 20 minutes to be like, oh,
Oh,
they're actually trying this half, and then Villa stepped up their game a little bit, and it became more of like a basketball game, just up and down, up and down. Villa looked threatening towards the end of the half. But we also, like, Xavi had a class finish. Like I said, he was offsides, but it was he took it past the keeper and a good finish on his weak foot. Xavi impressed me today. João Polina impressed me today. We gotta sell Vic. I'm over Vic. I'm done with Vic. Finito.
Finito.
Done. Wish him the best. I know he seemed like a nice person and whatnot, but he shook.
He shook.
If none of us had confidence if that went to pens, he was saving any, And when you're not in competition to win the league, you definitely need a goalkeeper who can save pens. That's the only way Like, that's important when it comes to winning a cup. We got lucky in Europa that it didn't go to pens and any of the, I think in any of the games for us that it could have, you know? Yeah, depressed, fuming. I wasn't a Thomas Frank hater when he came in. I was excited. I was told, and from what we've seen, that he was this tactical adaptation dude who knew how to, exploit people's weaknesses while adding to our strengths. And I just haven't seen that. I've seen someone who changes their tactics a bunch, but I feel like almost that's what might have happened in the first half again today, where players are confused because it's something that we haven't tried before and they didn't have long enough time on the pitch and training to work it out. I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know. But that's happened multiple times this year, for sure. I'm so sick of setting up to not lose. I want to set up to win. I don't think anybody gonna want to come to the club. We're not gonna get anybody of the level that we need to come in and make a difference to come sign here. Because first of all, if you are interested in the Thomas Frank project, you don't know how long that's gonna last. You don't know if that's gonna end and then a new manager gonna come in and not have the same idea. It's not a smart business. Like, if I was an agent right now of top players, I'd be like, why would you want to go? Why would you want to go there?
Why would you want to go there?
Why would you want to go there?
The only thing we can offer is maybe more game time than like Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. But for a certain caliber, like let's say Leao. Leao's going to walk into most of those teams. Maybe not City. He walks into Liverpool. He walks in to, he definitely walks in to Arsenal. He definitely walks in to Chelsea, And we haven't even really been linked with him. He's just a player I want. In case you're like, where'd you see those linked? I'm just saying, like, that's the caliber of player that we need to come in. We haven't properly replaced Son or Kane. I'll give them, like, they tried to replace Kane more, but we didn't even try
We didn't even try.
We didn't even try.
to replace Son. And we knew, and the club definitely knew he was departing before the end of the last regular season in the Prem. There's no way they didn't. Remember, he was acting a little like unsunny, like, or just like you could tell it seemed like he had something that he wasn't allowed to talk about. And just the way Son operates, he's not going to drop that out of nowhere. So it's like we should have had that lined up.
Injuries, though.
Injuries, though. Injuries. We can't afford. I can't believe how many injuries we have. Richie going down. You can hate, you can love Rich. However you feel about Richie, I get it. Okay, either way, I get it. You don't need to argue at me. I understand. You're
all right.
You know?
all of those angles. I agree or disagree with all of them at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I get both sides. He is our top scorer right now. So we're losing our top scorer after we already missing Kulu. Matters. No more Son. Kudus now out. They say till the middle of March, which we know means
May.
At the earliest.
now they're probably gonna try to rush Dom back even more. So hopefully he don't get re-injured right away. It was just, the first half was just so unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
It just ruined any chance we had of really winning this game. And it just stinks. It's January 11th and the season is over. It feels like it's over. Let's see. Oh yeah. So Lange gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Even if Thomas Frank is not getting sacked until the end of the season, Lange,
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
we need somebody else in that position. I don't rate him. I don't rate him. This transfer window feels the same as any other one under him. Just no, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's puzzling me right now. No urgency. There we go. No urgency, lack of ambition to get deals done right away that we need. It should have. I get you. We can't plan for Richie, Benson Core, all these people getting injured in the past couple days or the past couple games or weeks or whatever. But we had holes before that we needed to fill. Pause.
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 And
That's what.
She said.
I'm following him. Lange got to go. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. It's embarrassing. And now, with these injuries, prices of all the players we want have gone up for sure because they know we have to. They go, we are in the driver's seat of this transfer now because we know
You need them.
before we may have just wanted them. Now,
You need them.
and I know Levy gone, but Enoch isn't, and I'm sure it wasn't just Levy that these other clubs managers had an issue with. I'm sure Levy being the guy they had to deal with didn't help, but Levy just an extension of Enoch, you know? I want Thomas Frank out. I don't know if it's the right time to do it or not. It feel like I wanted him sacked at half.
At half.
At half.
And it was the worst possible outcome in terms of like not winning, but having a more impressive second half justifies, keeping Frank longer. And again, I don't necessarily know if Frank getting sacked changes too much in the immediate. I just dislike him.
No, I just dislike him.
I just don't like him anymore.
His face, I'm looking at it right now. It annoys me. You know that scene in Step Brothers where he goes, anything I can do? He goes,
Nope.
just your face. That's how I feel now when I see. He seemed like a good guy, you know?
He seemed like a good guy.
Thomas Frank seemed like a nice enough.
Bloke.
That being said, he is a
Pussy.
Beta.
negative tactic
Mid-table.
Loser mentality.
Cuck.
with no charisma.
With no charisma.
With no charisma.
Who blows
More
Than a windmill.
than a windmill.
than a windmill.
And I want him out of my club. I just don't know at the exact date that would be best. But I do not have faith that he will turn it around. I don't have faith that he inspires the players to play their best. I don't think he knew what he was getting into. Doesn't take away from what he did at Brentford. And again, I'm sure he's a nice guy. Sure, he's, good family man, all that, all the things that actually matter in life. But that has nothing to do with him being the manager, Tottenham Hotspur. And I just don't. I haven't seen, there was a good portion of the fan base who hated Ange, and it was not nearly as big as the portion that hates Thomas Frank. You know? Yeah, seems like a fine bloke, but he's a pussy, beta, negative tactics, mid-table, loser mentality, cuck with no charisma who blows more than a windmill. You can tell him Chili said that, you know? But again, I wish him and his family, I wish them well. Wish them the best. Just not in front of my face, having my team set up negatively in times where we don't need to do that. Yeah, I feel defeated. That's what it comes down to.
I feel defeated.
Feel.
Defeated.
But anyway, look at this. Yep. Out of Caribou Cup, out of FA Cup, 14th in the Prem, not going to win UCL. Go fall Tottenham tiers. That's who I got this from before I did a little edit on it. Yeah, I feel defeated. I'm angry. I don't know. My brain,
Mathematical.
and I don't see the equation that best fixes our situation currently. That's why I don't know if you sack him right now or not, because I just can't see. You know how algebra works. Some of you,
Some of you.
Some of you.
at least, right? It's the variables. I need more variables. Who are we bringing in? What makes us think that person that we bring in is going to do a better job and weather this storm more? I do believe there's someone out there that could do that. I just don't know who exactly. And I don't know if we'll have to pay him out. Like we just paid Ange out. We're going to have to pay him out. We paid Brentford 10 million, I'm pretty sure, for him already. Maybe it was 5 mil. I can't remember. He does the opposite of inspire hope in me every time he speaks.
He speaks.
He speaks.
Every time he speaks, I go, ugh.
Oh.
I go, bro. You were repulsing me on a
Primal.
Level.
repulsing me on a primal level, or like the hair on the back of your neck stands up and you go, "Arr." You go, I can't control my dislike for you right now. Usually I'm pretty good at controlling my dislike, but everything and more. Arr. You know? Arr. Like that. Let's look how, oh, wrong. Nice try. Let's see. Everyone go file centric goals. This is Thomas Frank, Tottenham Hotspur, in their last 13 games. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 wins, 3 draws. The rest losses. 7 of them. Not good.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. Christian Romero and Mickey van der Ven, knock on wood, have been healthy this whole time, too. Romero was suspended today, but I don't think Romero changes this game, to be honest. Danso did a good job today. Was great in the air, winning aerial duels. Don't get me wrong, Romero, great passer, but with the way we were set up, it wouldn't negate it anyway. We're just hitting it long. I just hate watching the type of football that he plays. And he plays it for at least one half every game. We can't just have one full game where we just go for it and aren't a bunch of pussies.
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 And I don't mean the players, because I give the players credit for coming out and giving it a go in the second half. But it's just a little too late, A little too late. My instant thought of the match is that Lange got to go, Enoch got to go, Lewis kids got to go. It's got to be like modern, not as in this is modernly, like take the premise of the French Revolution, get rid of the beheadings. I don't want them beheaded. That's crazy. That's madness. We don't need that. How about everybody that's been involved with the club from the Lewis family or Enoch ain't allowed within 1,000 meters of Hotspur properties. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I would have called it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I probably could have come up with a better name, but I'm calling it Hotspur properties. Yeah, don't let them within 1,000 meters. I put it in meters for y'all. I don't even know what that looked like. So hopefully tell me if it needs to be farther. If it needs to be farther away. And then we just have someone like me stand that distance and just scam faces and go, brr,
Brr.
Brr.
Lange,
Out of here.
out of here.
Out of here.
They go, you kind of look like Lange. You related to him? They go, yeah, but I just like Spurs. They go,
Get out of here.
you got the same blood?
Get out of here.
French Revolution style. You see what I'm saying? But no deleting. Yeah, no deleting.
Yeah, no deleting.
Yeah. No deleting.
of people. We don't encourage that. We don't like that. But yeah, Lewis kids, either spend money or get out.
Get out.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
And take
Thomas Frank.
Yo, one Lange.
and Enoch with you. I'm over it. The only positive besides first 15 to 20 minutes of second half, Xavi and Zhao performances was the fire kit they dropped. That we only get to, that we're wearing one game. $150. Sold out.
Sold out.
Sold out.
It is a fire jersey though. And I will, or kit, fire kit. And I will be getting one. But it's shambolic. They care more about that than they do about what's going on the pitch. Because if they did care about it, it would show up in urgency and intent to sign big name players. We don't have the pull. You're going to have to overpay them in salary, overpay the price to get them out of wherever they're at. And then you do that a couple times, and then eventually you'll get that, like, and you become better, you get that pull. It's like, for an investment firm, they don't see the long-term investment of spending, of splurging a little bit. But it has to be splurging with, like, good recruitment where it fits the style that we're trying to play and is the right personality, like, just like all the things that aren't just on SofaScore as well. It just, with the exception of the fan base and the players, because I back the players more than people. It's not like our players aren't good enough to challenge for Prem and UCL, but we're a lot better than we're getting out of them. And when I see them play the way they did in the second half, that's how I know. I go, they can play like this. The manager is supposed to get them consistently playing well, and he hasn't done it the whole season.
Whole season.
Whole season.
We haven't had one consistent run of form unless you count preseason until the until the Bournemouth game. That's too small of a section to be good form, you know?
You know?
You know?
Any team looks like they can carve us apart, and we have good defenders. World Cup winner,
Christian Romero.
two-time Copa America winner.
Christian Romero.
Mickey van der Ven is wanted by Real Madrid, Barcelona. Good defenders. Anyway, Tottenham needs a metaphorical French Revolution to happen at the club. We do have a lot of French players. But yeah, not actually deleting people. I just mean get them out of Tottenham Hotspur, you know? It's wild how quickly we messed everything up after lifting European silverware for the first time, 41 years? And first trophy, silverware, 17. Could have really built up that momentum. We didn't do that. And it's the same in games, actually. We never build off our momentum. If we have a good start, we let our foot off the gas and get complacent. If we have a bad start, we try for a certain amount, and then anytime we get counterpunched, they just revert to system default.
System default.
System default.
You know, pass it backward, knock it long. Vic looking shook, can't distribute. Only thing he's good at is reactionary saves. And hey, let me also clarify, all these people I'm criticizing are way better than me at football and at managing football and at recruiting. I'm okay. I get that.
I get that.
I get that.
But I'm allowed to have an opinion. I can see with my eyes. We all, you know, none of them are passing the eye test. Manager,
Board.
Medical staff.
nothing about the structure of the club is passing the eye test except for the gross income number. That's the only thing that clicks the boxes. It has been for a while. But this form that's next to me right here, shambolic. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Just turn on your camera and complain into the void like I do. It's calming. It's nice.
It's calming. It's nice.
It's calming. It's nice.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I didn't put these notes up because I was kind of reading off them, but I'll throw them up here for y'all. Garbage in the first half. Villa looked like they were barely in second gear. Played us off the pitch still. Once the first goal went in, our players started hanging their heads like usual, with the exception Polina, Xavi, Tell, Odebear. Getting the first goal was really important. I did touch on that. Unacceptable. Yeah. Season over.
Season over.
Season over.
January 10th. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. It's too close to Christmas for the season to be over, you know? Fuming, depressed, as y'all saw. Like I said, boys actually gave it a go in the second half. First 15, 20 minutes, Xavi and Odebear looked awesome, and especially Xavi. Odebear got the goal, though. Yeah, once Tell and Odebear came off, we didn't look, with the exception of Xavi, we didn't look like we were doing anything going forward. Can't really blame Solanke. You know, he just came back. It's going to take him a minute. But Paulina, maybe I didn't touch on this enough. Paulina's the man.
Pauline is the man.
Pauline is the man.
He got to be one of the first names on the sheet. I know now, no choice, but I think a lot of our early season success was, I'm not going to give him all the credit, but I think like he contributed to that more than maybe we realized, and definitely more than Frank realized, because in those 13 games of running bad form, I feel like Polina was used as a sub in a lot of those, especially like the second half of them for sure. I'd have to look it up. I didn't look that up before, but I'm going to look that up when I get off video to see. Yeah. Polina, we got to make it permanent. We have so much youth. We need experience like that. That's why if we bring in like a Goretzka, and then Xavi in the 10, I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
Goretzka playing 8, I like that. Bergvall, I touched on it in the transfer stuff, but Bergvall, Gray, learn a lot from them. Yeah, Tell, who I said didn't have his best game, but was far from the worst player, and Odebear came off. We lost our attacking momentum. We just had no continuity and chemistry going forward. It was just Xavi pushing forward, you know? Yeah, it's hard to be happy about a performance in the second half because it's too late, and we need that energy from min one.
From min one.
And it's gotta come from instruction. It's gotta be instruction saying don't do that. I hate setting up to not lose. It's such pussy. It's pussy behavior.
It's pussy behavior.
It's pussy behavior.
And like, I'm not like a beta alpha man in terms of like, oh, you got to be this way or that. But like at the highest forms of competition, you're playing with a bunch of sharks. You can't let them smell blood in the water, you know? It's an area. Highest level of competition is an area where I'll take unreasonable overconfidence over reasonable mild-manneredness every time. Because when you believe you can do something, there's more of a likely chance you're going to do it, and more likely of a chance that you inspire the people around you that they believe that they can do it too. Energy.
Contagious.
Good vibes.
Contagious.
Anxiety.
Fear.
Contagious. Toxicity.
Contagious.
We're at a bad spot. And all the players fighting at the end of the game, it's like I would have rather seen that at minute
22.
You know? And it wasn't Polina's fault. Rogers was being an instigator. Him and Watkins were being instigators. Yeah, we're the definition of shambolic. I'm throwing them.
I'm throwing them.
I think everybody know that, though, at this point. Yeah, I'm depressed. The season's over, and there's such a long season left. I don't think, even if we bring somebody else in, we can compete in Champions League. I think we need multiple transfer windows before being on the level to compete in the UCL. I don't know what the answer is. I just know that the overall performance today was unacceptable. It was nice that they showed up in the second half, made it a game, and made it, could at least not hang their head, as in they completely laid over like we did in the Arsenal Chelsea game. I'm missing another one that we did it in. Arsenal, Chelsea. Oh, Forest. Just, it's so frustrating. We looked so bad. When we look bad, we look relegation form. And then in the second half, I knew we were better than this. I knew this is what we looked. I knew we had the ability to look like this. So we need to bring somebody into the club that's going to have us consistently looking like that. I just don't know when.
When?
Let me know in the comments what you're feeling post-match.
Are you Lange out?
Are you Enoch out?
Are you Lewis kids out?
Are you Frank out?
Who do you think we need to sign? Who do you think we have the ability to sign? Who would want to come to the club right now? How long do y'all think it's going to take for Tottenham Hotspur to turn this ship around, and see land somewhere?
Somewhere.
Because I forget. I brought this out in honor of Dom Solanke being back. Because I'm in pain. I'm a rogue ninja. And I'm in pain. I want to scream really loud. But I'm not going to. Yeah, I can't stand Frank. Bring me Xavi. Bring me someone who inspires hope and wants to play front foot football and isn't afraid of every team that we come up against. Thank you for watching. I hope y'all are able to enjoy the rest of your weekend and week until the next match somehow. Just block out everything you saw. Disassociate. Put that over there. Go, you know what? I'll just pretend there's land over there and over there. And now I'm good. You know? Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Do all that ish. Give me money. And I'll give it back. Yeah. Homies, I'm depressed. I'm trying not to be depressed, but I'm depressed. I'm gonna have to go order that kit so I feel a little better. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. Anyway, until next time, this has been Trilly. Watch out for my transfer video saga coming out in the next couple days. Ash get it.
Come
On
you.
Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Bah. That's me to the Lewis kids. Lange, get in the... Get in the back. He goes, whoa. I go, get in the back. Get in the back of the vehicle. He goes, where are you? What's going on?
Am I in trouble?
I go,
I'm just driving you as far away from me in this club.
Possible.
No violence. Your family's fine. But I'm taking you multiple countries away, and I'm taking your passport and everything, and I'm just leaving you there. So it takes you a little while to get back. And in that time, we'll get some bidding done.
Little
business.
Also,
Like I said, I go over the Lewis family. I assume all the Lewis kids, even though they're grown people that are like my parents' age, I'm assuming in their, 50s or whatever. I assume they all still live in a big mansion in different rooms. Together. And I go, do. I go, put it in the bag.
They go what? They go.
We need a Rodrigo. Put it in the bag. We need
we need a Liao.
We need Adam Gordon.
We need
We need.
a lot, but we need something fast. But anyway, thank you for stopping by, and
come
On.
come on, you Spurs! Skr, skr. Skr, 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 skr. Brrr. Ba, 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 ba.
Skr.
What do they call me?
Gareth,
Bales.
What do they call me?
Barry.
Kane,
Woo! Hey, kids, don't do drugs. Brrr.
Get money.
get money.
Take care of your fam. Take care of your mom. What do they call me?
Gareth,
Bales.
What do they call me?
Barry.
Kane,
Skr.